Okay, so if you are struggling with a little back pain, these are some stretches that will help alleviate the back pain. Okay, even when you are in control of your back pain, it's good practice to implement this every so often in your weekly workout or regeneration days where you're just trying to recoup from your weekly activities. Okay, the first one that I'm going to demonstrate is a stretch that gravity takes control. It's pretty much a safe stretch. I'm using a stability ball. I won't recommend a stability ball. I'd rather do it on a chair, okay, couch, and possibly, the next level will be using a wall, okay? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our glutes are really close to the chair, okay, where our legs are elevated. We're just relaxing here, okay, and we're holding this position, letting gravity take control. Another thing I suggest is if you roll a towel right under your lower back for a little support, okay, on the lower back, not the tailbone, lower back, okay, so it's a little support. Here, gravity is taking control, and what I want you to do is take 8 long breaths, deep breath in, breathe out, and just relax there, let gravity take control and stretching your back there. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do that for about 8 long breaths, right? 8 deep breath in and breathe out 8 of those breaths. Okay, and you're gonna do about 4 to 5 sets of that. All right, then we'll move on to the next exercise, which is the knee to chest. So these following exercises, because I have a total of 11, okay, are going to be 20 to 40 seconds each one. You pick what you're comfortable with, ultimately reaching 40 seconds. Okay, so minimal 20 seconds. You're going to bring your knee to your chest and gently pull down with your chest. Relax your head. Okay, once again, it's 20 to 40 seconds. And when you complete with that, you're going to then lower, bring your other knee to your chest and hold for 20 to 40 seconds. When you complete that, you're going to do the next one, which is the double knee. Okay, you're going to squeeze and same thing, hold for a 20 to 40-second count. Okay, if for some reason you're not feeling that too much, you could then come in, grab your ankle area, and pull down. Okay, and same thing, pull. You're gonna feel a little stretch here in the adductor muscles. Okay, pull, and same thing, 20 to 40 seconds. So those are your two options there, is knee to chest squeeze. If you don't feel too much, then you pull, all right, the other way. The next exercise will be the hamstring stretch. So now with the hamstring stretch, we're just gonna slide one leg in, okay, and point their toe up. And all we want to do is try to stay in an upright position and lean forward. And once you feel it there, just hold. I don't want you rounding your back to reach. Not necessary. You're just going to take a deep breath and breathe out. And try to stay as an upright position and hold there for as long as you can. It's great to stretch the hamstrings too, because tight hamstrings can also cause you to feel lower back pain. The tight hamstring, which is on the back, okay, if it's a tight muscle, it will create an posterior pelvic tilt, which creates that pain. So it's important to keep your pelvis aligned, okay, and when your hamstring's tight, it goes back, the pelvic area, and when your psoas, which I'll demonstrate the next couple of exercises, psoas stretch, it creates an anterior pelvic tilt, so it goes forward, and that imbalance creates the lower back pain. So same thing here, we're going to hold for 20 to 40 seconds, and then switch to the other side, okay? And same thing, right? We want to not round our back, we want to stay as upright and lean forward and hold that position. So those exercises will be 20 to 40 seconds, and you're doing 4 to 5 sets for each one, and then moving on to the next exercise or the next stretch. The next It's not actually stretch, it's a little rocking motion, okay? So what we're doing is rocking, holding from these back, and we're rocking about 20 to 30 rocks, okay? This gets the spine warmed up, getting the fluid, spinal fluid to go through the back, okay? So that's a good um, warm up in the back area too. So it's just the spinal rocks, 20 to 30 repetitions of that, 4 to 5 sets once again. Then we move on to the supine piriformis stretch. Okay, so we're doing laying down. We're gonna bring the one leg, cross it over. Make sure your ankle is right above the knee. Okay, and since I have my left leg over my right, I'm bringing my left hand to my hamstring. Okay, right hand to my hamstring, and now I'm pulling in. Okay, laying down, pulling in. You're gonna feel that stretch in the glute area. There's a piriformis stretch here. Okay, and when that muscle is tight, it presses against the sciatic nerve, which wreaks havoc. Okay, so it's good to have that tiny muscle nice and flexible. All right, so it does not press on your piriformis, on your sciatic nerve. Sorry. So you're doing 20 to 40 seconds on one side, switching. Okay, when you cross over the other way, then you sink in your right hand goes in between the legs, and your left hand comes around, wraps, and then pull. Okay, so pull, relax, 20 to 40 seconds, 4 to 5 sets on each side. So the next one is going to be the QL stretch, which is a quadratus lumborum. So that's the lower back area. Okay, so what we're doing is legs are straight, bringing the one leg over. Okay, if you're bringing your right leg over to the left side, your left hand is going to pull, pull down, and you try to keep the right shoulder as much as you can close to the ground. Okay? And you can look towards the right as well. And you're going to feel that stretch in the glute area. Okay? You want to feel it more, you could straighten out the leg as you do this stretch. Okay? So that, once again, is 20 to 40 seconds on each side, 4 to 5 sets each side. Same thing, bring it over to the other side. Okay? Well, if I'm bringing my left leg over to my right side, I'm holding my left knee with my right hand, and I'm gonna go, breathe out, and try to keep the shoulder, left shoulder, on the ground as I feel that stretch, and hold it there for 20 to 40 seconds. Once again, I can extend the leg to feel that stretch a little bit more. 20 to 40 seconds on each side, 4 to 5 sets. So that was the QL, the QL stretch. Okay. So the next stretch that we're going to be doing is the child's pose. Okay. Child's pose is as follows. You're just going to sit back. Okay. So you're here on 4. Sink back. Let your hands be palm forward. And just sit there 20 to 40 seconds. Okay. Regroup. And we'll go back, sink that butt down to the ground as much as you can, holding for 20 to 40 seconds, 4 to 5 sets. Okay, the next one is the psoas stretch. So from that position, okay, psoas, we're now going to step forward from the child's pose. You go transition right into the psoas muscle. This psoas muscle is what I was discussing. So when this is tight, it shifts the pelvic forward, creating low back pain as well. So what you want to do is, okay, you want to go forward, remaining upright though. Go forward, remaining upright, and squeeze the glute on the side of the psoas you're stretching. Okay, staying upright. I don't want you to, hyperextend your back either. Okay, it's going to create more pain. You're remaining upright, squeezing your glute, and just staying right there. You're going to feel the stretch right here. The front is called the psoas, and just hold it there for 20 to 40 seconds, and then you switch to the other side. Okay, So when you switch, remain upright as you go forward and just squeeze your glute. Don't go back and you can feel that extra back pain. Just stay straight upright. As you go forward, squeeze the glute. You're gonna feel that psoas stretch, okay? So after you complete that psoas stretch, we're gonna go with the pigeon pose. Now, this could be a little challenging, okay? Bring out the leg like we're stretching the psoas, and we're gonna go forward, let the knee fall to the ground, okay? And then you just make the adjustment in the back there. So you're gonna hold this position. You're gonna already be feeling around the glute, okay? It's called the pigeon pose in yoga. And you're gonna just try to, if you can, get to the ground. And the more you bring your right shoulder to the left knee that's on the ground, you're gonna feel that stretch, stretching your glutes. Okay, keeping all that nice and flexible. All right. And then we switch to the other side. Okay. Let knee drop, same control as you're going down, collapse. Okay. Adjust the legs. Okay. And now kind of come with your left shoulder over your right knee and feel the stretch. All right. So after you complete the pigeon pose, you can go into the cobra. Now the cobra, I wouldn't suggest it if you're feeling that back pain. I recommend that after you don't have the back pain anymore. So what you want to do is, okay, for the cobra, laying on the ground, right? And you're gonna go up. Now I don't want you to have your shoulders out in front. You want to bring those shoulders back, chin up, okay, shoulders back, and that's a good stretch. If you feel that's too much, you drop to the elbows and hold that position from the elbows. That would be a modification for that if you feel a little back pain. All right, guys. So, like I said, the first exercise, which is a wall or the chair, 8 breaths, 4 to 5 times. Every other stretch, okay, was 20 to 40 seconds. Okay. If you're required to do both sides, then you would be both sides 20 to 40 seconds, but every one of them was 4 to 5 sets. Okay. Now it's gonna be a little time consuming, but your back is worth it. You really need to take care of that. Um, it's an area that the core area and hip, all that controls a lot of movement. So to prevent things from happening is good practice to do it as many times as you can to keep that back nice warmed up and stretched out. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed that.